Alright, what's going on YouTube? Dylan FX back here with another video. Journey to Profitability episode 3. Crazy we've done 3 of these now. But yeah, we're gonna run it back the same way we do every week. And then I did open up a $237 live account that you can see here that I have next to my working on a funded account. And yeah, I mean, I just take all the same trades that I do for the funded on this one, except for this one odd JPY trade this week because funding pips they were trolling. The spreads were like fucking 40 and 50 when I was trying to take the trade, so I could only take it on the live account. So I mean, it is what it is. But let's just dive right into it, and I'll talk more about it when we get there. But to start the week, our first trade was on GBP CAD, and this was kind of what I saw. Clearly uptrend, daily structure, uptrend. So on 4 hour, we got this break, and then we were coming back for the retest Monday morning around like 9 or 10. I took the trade around 10. Kind of around 9:30. But this is kind of what I saw. I saw a break, retest, held structure, retest, held structure, clean wicks, and then clean wicks and flip. And yeah, we put our stops right below the previous 4 hour candle, which is right about here. So it was about 35 pips, and then we risked a 1 to 2. Kind of did exactly what we said we were going to do in the last video. 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Focus on breaks and retests, and then risking 2% as well. So we did that. So we risked 2%. So targeted a 1 to 2, which was 70 pips. TP smashed first trade of the week, made 2%, and then I made 40 over here on the live account, which is I don't even know how many percent. So I'm risking a lot on this, but it's all good. And then yeah, that was kind of my mindset. Was kind of going in was to start the week was just focus on breaks and retests, like I said in the last video. So that's exactly what I did. I saw we had a clean break of structure, and then we had retests, held structure, held this major zone, which we've bounced off here, and it's also been used as resistance. It's a major daily and weekly level. Saw it respected and took the trade to the upside. All right, moving on to odd JPY. This is sad because if I would have gotten a chance to take this on the funded account, I would have passed the challenge. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work out that way because the spreads were just way too high on funding pips at around the time that I got in this trade. But essentially, it's the same exact thing. Clean, break, retest, rejection, retest, rejection, and then we took it on the flip to the upside. Had stops below all these 4 hour lows. Same thing. 1 to 2. This was a little higher than a 1 to 2. It's like a 1 to 2.3 or something. 33 pips to 70. TP smash. And that was over here where I made the 27. I did close early. I closed around here on the live account, but man, if I would have gotten a chance to take this on the funded, I would have passed phase 1, but I wasn't taking it with 40 to 50 pip spread. I wasn't going to do that. There was no point. But essentially, we stuck to the plan once again, focusing on breaks and retests. That's all we focused on this week. clean break, retest, rejection, held of structure, major 4-hour daily and weekly level, bounce rejection, resistance. Yeah, that's essentially all we focused on. And then we're gonna jump to our loss this week, which kind of hurt because we were dead wrong. See, this is where I messed up, because last week I said in last week's video that if we don't see the structure holding, maybe not take it that same week, and that's kind of what played out here. So on Monday, it completely didn't respect this level after a clean break and retest. So that should have been my indication number one that I probably shouldn't have taken this trade. But I also think a big factor that played into it was that there was FOMC and NFP. It was NFP week, but I took this around the same time as FOMC. But here's what I saw. I did see clean breaks and retest. I saw breaks of highs, retest, rejection, clean closure. So you had two beautiful things happen. But I think because of news, it just, from this point on, it just completely just dropped down, and then we see a clean break and retest. But going into next week, we will not be looking for buys because we broke all uptrend structure. So I'm just gonna move this down to the bottom because I don't even want to look at this to start the week, bro. This trade pissed me off. But it's all good. We learn from our losses. I'm going to make the adjustment this week to, if I see a break and retest and the structure doesn't hold, maybe not take that trade, maybe kind of move on to a different trade. Yeah, just because I'm starting to notice the patterns. But honestly, I mean, it was a really high respected level. Clean, I mean, not really. We were just kind of bullish for so long, but I thought it had potential. But I mean, this is clear, but it's not clear enough because we still have this and this in the way. Overall, it was just a mistake on my part, which did cost me 2% when I was up 4. But we're gonna bounce back this week, and hopefully, since there's not as many news this week, funding pip spreads will be good all week. That's the first time that's ever happened, and it's kind of unfortunate because I would have passed the challenge because odd JPY did smash TP for a 1 to 2, and I was risking 2%, and all you need is 8% on the funding pip challenge, and I would have made another 4%, but it's all good. We're gonna bounce back this week. I'm gonna stick to the 2% risk. I may even up it if I find a really good setup that I like, because I kind of want to see if I can get this challenge done with on one to 2 trades. So if I find a really clean trade, I might risk, I'm up 2.5% on the account, so I might just risk that whole 2.5% and kind of see if it's a really clean trade, if it's a clean break and retest trade that I really like, and it's not something like this, and it's exactly like these two, then I think I'll go for it. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and stay tuned for next video. If you learn anything, like, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting these every week for me and for you. And yeah, I think the biggest takeaway that I have from this week was I was proud of myself for sticking to my plan. I didn't get rattled when this hit TP, and I wasn't able to take it on here. I didn't go and try and revenge trade. And even when I took this loss on USD CAD on Wednesday, I just said I'm going to be done for the week. I didn't try and, overtrade or anything like that, which did cost me because I did miss this trade here. But honestly, I'm happy that I stuck to my plan and I stuck to my rules. And I focused on break and retest, and I caught 2 really, really clean trades. So I am happy about that, and I am excited for this week. And I think this week's going to be a big week. We're done with, the crazy news. We don't have FOMC or NFP, and I think the markets are going to be a little more in our favor this week. And I think we're going to be able to catch 1 or 2 clean trades and kind of complete this challenge. I'm very confident. I'm going to wait for a clean break and retest. I'm going to stick to my plan, and yeah, we're going to see what happens. But no matter what happens, I'm going to stay confident. I'm going to stick to my plan, because that's really all you can do in this, is know at the end of the day you have a winning strategy, and that's been tested over time, and then just stick to your plan. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on breaks and retests again. Just setting and forgetting. I did really good on that this week. I let this trade hit TP, and then I let the other trade almost hit TP. But if I would have been on the funded, I would have let it completely hit TP. But yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. And honestly, if you're learning anything from this, and you're picking up any tips and tricks that I'm kind of saying, or if you're doing some of the same things I'm doing, and you're learning from it, drop a like, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting every Sunday. I don't really have a timetable on this series. We're kind of just gonna keep doing it until we start bringing in really big profits, which is the ultimate goal. But I think the biggest thing for this week to focus on, which I am gonna write down, is if the level doesn't hold. Clearly the level didn't hold here. So if the level doesn't hold, don't try and do it again on a break and retest, because it might not hold. We could take it, it may hold and it may continue up, but let's focus on the trades that kind of look like this, that are breaks, retest, and then they hold still. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. See you.